Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Starladder Season 7, Day 30. We just casted the match of the day. The highlight, the Big Daddy, RattleSnake versus Quantic. Now, if RattleSnake were able to win that game, again, we talked about that would have secured their spot in the top 4, and now that's not going to be the case. Not going to be the case indeed. Quantic did take that match over RattleSnake, and assuming they win this game over Four Friends and Krilly, with which they are heavily favored, it is going to be a three-way tiebreak, a four-way tiebreak for those bottom 3 slots in the top 4 alliance, the only team that is completely safe right now. So this is a really big match. Now, obviously, RattleSnake, they're a little one-sided here. They are the heavy favorite. Again, if someone in chat would be kind enough to link the stats on which team is favored by what margin, that would be fabulous. I'd definitely love to see those numbers. But we'll see. Hopefully 4FC are ready to play. They came, they're ready, and, well, they're going to give us all they got here against RattleSnake. I am Zyori. I will be solo casting for the following duration of the day. Hippie was able to join me for the middle 2 games, and now I'm going to be soloing it here to wrap up our day between RattleSnake and 4FC. The bans are going to come out. RattleSnake going to take Wisp as well as Bat Rider off the field. Four Friends and Krilly going to go ahead and ban out the Visage as well as the Life Stealer. That will open up for a first pick Naga Siren. Can't say I'm too surprised about that. We've seen that many a time here. But Shadow Fiend and Clockwork going to be the first 2 picks for RattleSnake here. Very, very interesting. Very rarely do we see Shadow Fiend grab this early. Again, with those mid-heroes, the sort of drafting 101, you kind of want to reveal as little of your hand as possible early on. One of the reasons why Naga makes such a great first pick. She's a support. She reveals so little of your hand early on in the draft, and she's also a damn powerful hero. But we've seen a lot today, the Treant Protector as well as the Abaddon playing driving roles, and they could fit into, well, the RattleSnake roster here. Obviously, Four Friends and Krilly know what they want to do in the way of supports. They have Chen, they have Naga, but Abaddon and Tree, you can't underestimate. I mean, RattleSnake could work them in right here. They could grab both of those bad daddies, and they would be scary, scary indeed. The level of support they can put out is unmatched. The survivability is absolutely insane, as we saw earlier in our broadcast today. And both of them still going to make it through the pool here. Four Friends and Krilly going to use their next 2 bans on the aggressive heroes here. They will take out the Enchantress as well as the Troll Warlord. We've seen Troll mid many a time. They can certainly put Troll mid, throw Shadow Fiend in a tri-lane, a warranted ban, and Dragon Knight as well as Queen of Pain going to be the next 2 bans coming out from RattleSnake International here. So that will open up for a 3rd pick Gyrocopter to go with their Clockwork and the Shadow Fiend. A nice well-rounded roster so far. We saw Clockwork very successful in that last match. Also a great deny pick as well. We've seen how well he pairs with that Naga Siren. You can use the Song of the Siren to start things up and follow up with that Call Down, use the Flat Cannon, all that AoE that Gyrocopter brings to the table. So I like him as a pick for RattleSnake, but also as a deny pick to keep him out of the hands of Four Friends and Krilly. Now, one of the problems with this roster, though, for RattleSnake, a little bit greedy, not particularly greedy, but Gyrocopter as well as Shadow Fiend obviously going to be their leading farmers here. Probably going to be a Shadow Fiend mid now that we see how this roster is starting to unfold. Clockwork going to be in heaven there in the off lane, and they're just going to need those 2 supports to go with the Gyrocopter. Again, RattleSnake couldn't be gearing up for a Treant Abaddon, pardon me, final pick here coming out. I don't know that they'll do it. I don't know that RattleSnake has been running the tree too often, but it's fresh in my mind. We saw how well it works today, and I'd love to see more teams continue to show us why Tree and Abaddon are heroes that really should be banned out or picked in many a game. All too often we see them just ignored, and in my opinion, they really should not be. Puck going to go ahead and be the 3rd choice here for Four Friends and Krilly to go with Chen and Naga. We see that AoE potential already, the Dream Coil, all that AoE Puck can put out, pairs nicely with Naga, but I worry a little bit. And maybe they're thinking that Shadow Fiend won't be mid, though. I don't know why they'd think that here. Shadow Fiend versus Puck. Shadow Fiend does just fine. Puck going to have his work cut out for him, and could certainly be rough indeed. Also pointing out, a great thing to point out in chat as well, OD still in the pool. Right now I see the percentage about 8% for RattleSnake, or pardon me, 8% for Four Friends and Krilly, about 92% for RattleSnake on the statistics of what people have voted for. So obviously RattleSnake going to be the clear favorites. They will go ahead and 4th pick Bane to go with Gyrocopter, Clockwork, and Shadow Fiend here to start rounding off their roster. Again, just going to need another support to go with them here. I still think that Puck is a little bit interesting, but OD, I doubt he'll be grabbed. I mean, with Gyrocopter and Shadow Fiend on one side, and I mean, they could do a safe lane OD if they really wanted to here, but I don't know. I have trouble seeing OD really working into this 4FC roster all too easily. It looks like they are going to be gearing up for a bit of a wombo combo, to overuse that phrase a bit. Elder Titan fits so well with that strategy. We've talked about the natural order reduces the base reduction of armor as well as magic resistance, so works so well to try and stack those huge bits of AoE magic damage. Also, the Earth Splitter does a good bit of damage as well. Fits in nicely with what Naga can set up thanks to that Song of the Siren and the Puck follow-up as well. So we'll see what 4FC want to grab with their final choice here. They're going to need something for that tri-lane, and with life, I think Life Sealer would have been a great option for them. I don't know what they're going to grab. I mean, they could go for a more conventional sort of super mobile hero. They could grab that anti-mage, depending on what RattleSnake want to ban out here. Could be an option if they want to go for that huge bit of carry potential, but right now it seems pretty obvious that RattleSnake going to have a big carry advantage. You know, Gyrocopter and Shadow Fiend against the what carry power of 4FC. So at this point in the draft, I think 4FC are pretty committed to that mid-game timing. Obviously going to have a lot of pushing power with the Chen as well. Nature's Prophet is on the board. If they wanted to do some crazy, all-in, super aggressive pushing strategy, they could last pick the Furion if RattleSnake don't ban him out. It would be for weird laning. They'd have to kind of tri-lane with an Elder Titan. We have seen it. It probably wouldn't work all that well, but just trying to think of the options as 4FC seem to have kind of drafted themselves in a little bit of a corner here. Luna going to be that final ban from RattleSnake. I think that makes a lot of sense here. She'd fit into this roster very nicely for that tri-lane, would synergize. That mid-game stride I'm talking about, Eclipse does fit in quite nicely with that Naga setup, as well as the pushing power from the bouncing moon glaives there. Could be an option, but kind of a weird draft for 4FC. The final ban going to go their way. It's going to be Enigma. They're going to take Enigma off the pool, and I think that makes a lot of sense here as well. RattleSnake could use a little bit more AoE disable. That crowd control works nicely, again, with the Gyrocopter, with the Shadow Fiend, that Soul's Requiem, so Enigma, a very worthy ban. RattleSnake just going to need another support here again. Abaddon and Treant still in the pool. I'm going to keep bringing it up. If they're an option, they're still an option, as they like to say. We'll see what RattleSnake wants to do. They have their rap for being defensive, but both of them can be nice and aggressive with the Aphotic Shield, the Mist Coil, both very high damage dealing abilities at the early levels. And the Tree, man, he just opens up those opportunities to be so much more aggressive in that laning phase. But 45 seconds of reserve time here for RattleSnake. We'll see what they want to grab. It's going to be the Darkseer. How could I forget about the Darkseer? That is going to be interesting in terms of lanes, though. So, all right, let's think about this. How does RattleSnake want to lane it? They're probably going to want to have that farming Gyrocopter. I don't know how they're going to lane this. This is a weird draft for RattleSnake, guys. I'm open to suggestions there in chat. How you think they're going to how they're going to lane this one with Darkseer. I would have thought for sure Clockwork would be in the off lane. So, I mean, we have seen Darkseer mid, but that still doesn't really solve a lot of their problems. Maybe Darkseer will just be dedicated to the jungle here, sort of that pseudo tri-lane with Gyrocopter, Bane, and Darkseer, him jungling Clockwork in the off-lane, Shadow Fiend mid. That certainly could be an option here. It looks like that could be, yeah, yes indeed, that's what someone said in chat, and I think that kind of makes sense. Still sort of a weird draft, but I guess it works out. It will open up an opportunity for that Darkseer, to have a lot of farm. Probably going to be going an early Midas, if that's going to be the strategy that they employ. So time will tell. Time will tell indeed. We'll see what the final pick for 4FC are. Again, they have Elder Titan, Puck, Chen, and Naga Siren. About 40 seconds of bonus time left as it does start to tick down. They're going to need a carry of some sort, or they could go on. Again, Furion is an option here. He is yet to be banned. I don't think it would be a smart choice, but it's an option nonetheless if they want to go for that very all-in strategy, as they seem to be here. I mean, they could go the Anti-Mage, but still would be an odd choice to me, because I don't know that Anti-Mage would give them that much of a carry edge against a Shadow Fiend and a Gyrocopter. That AM would be hard-pressed to really take off in any kind of meaningful way, and I think he'd be still trying to farm, make use of that Battle Fury, while RattleSnake are hitting that great mid-game timing and all that mobility they've got between the Darkseer and the Clockwork. But whoa, all right, I know we're gonna have some happy fans in chat. Medusa gonna be the final pick there for Four Friends and Krilly, the new hero. Oh man, this is gonna be exciting. So she fits in very nicely. Not one that's quite on my radar yet. We've seen her played once, I think, maybe twice, but I think once so far in Starladder Season 7. So this is gonna be interesting. interesting. I mean, she is a very powerful hero. She does have a lot of harass. The Stone Gaze ends up being kind of a reset similar to that Naga ulti, so that's going to give 4FC 2 resets in these upcoming team fights to try and drop all that AoE that they can put out. She can definitely get scary. That split shot does end up becoming a force to be reckoned with. A lot of AoE damage, sort of comparable to that gyrocopter, and she's got great survivability in that late game. That mana shield can be very powerful as well. One of the problems with Medusa, as with all new heroes, we have trouble seeing exactly where she fits in to the meta and how well she's going to fit in with this tri-lane. So this is going to be very interesting to see. I'm glad Four Friends and Krilly keeping it interesting, and I hope they have the opportunity to make it happen here. Again, weird drafts on both sides with these kind of two offlaners, the Clockwork and the Darkseer. I think RattleSnake will still be able to make it happen, both sides with great rosters, but a little bit of that wombo combo on 4FC, there's going to be a disconnect, so we'll move into a pause. But interestingly enough, as we saw in that last game, not 4FC, but Quantic, they were behind. They had that huge amount of AoE ult stack, and that was enough to get them back in the game. Despite being behind by a big margin, there was a pipe on the other side, and we were thinking, oh man, they've lost their opportunity. That mid-game stride is gone, and well, it's never gone. You can never underestimate the power of that bit of AoE ult stacking that they bring to the table. So this should be interesting. Maybe 4FC now, they're going to be the ones with that mid-game timing against the Shadow Feed and the Gyrocopter. A little bit of a carry advantage over to the way of RattleSnake. I'm pumped up, folks. This should be a good one. There's going to be a DC, though, unfortunately, and we are going to be patient. We're going to have to wait. I love reading chat. Y'all are so angry. Oh, man. I had a nice sizable breakfast today, but I have to admit, the first game was like a 60-minute game almost that I solo casted. I'm a little bit fatigued. Only 2 games left. This is one of them. One more match coming up after this. The Menace versus Virtus Pro, I think it is. So definitely starting to feel the long day of casting here at the old ZTV HQ, but I'm glad more of you can join us here for the latter portion of our cast today. Again, a big game for RattleSnake. They absolutely have to win this for that tiebreak to take place. If somehow they get upset by 4FC, that will be the bad news bear coming to poo all over Team RattleSnake, that's for sure. So again, the 4-way tie going to be awesome. Liquid picked Medusa versus Alliance. I did not get to see that game. I know that was going on today. I think it was supposed to be at 2 o'clock, so it's probably over. I was casting. I missed it, so that's interesting. I'd like to see that. I don't know if I want to spoil. If I want someone to spoil it, maybe I should just watch the game and be entertained. Pilot Die is going to reconnect here, so we may actually have a resume coming out before too long, but interesting stuff. Again, guys, thank you for joining us here on Dota Radio. Again, my name is Zayuri. I am slated to solo cast at least this match, maybe the next one as well. You can find us at www.dotaradio.com for our audio-only low bandwidth streaming option, really the thing that differentiates us as a casting source. Of course, our casting style, or my casting style when I'm solo, a little bit more audio-only centric. Of course, you may see us reiterating things you see on the screen, reiterating hero levels, item choices, that kind of stuff a bit more frequently than other casters. Again, that style is catered for those that are listening, not necessarily watching. So if you think I'm a little bit repetitive, you're right. That's true. That's kind of the point of what we're trying to do here. But again, thank you for joining us, folks. If you're interested, please follow all of our social media, everything The Dota Radio, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, MixLR, and Mixcloud, all The Dota Radio. But let's go ahead and focus on this game, folks. We do see RattleSnake all grouped up, all 5 of them headed to the bottom lane. They may bump into the Medusa. Strangby on the Medusa himself, going to be able to make his way back through the trees, and he will survive, but almost getting caught right there. RattleSnake are eager to make it happen at this level 1 mark. They may find themselves an opportunity on the Naga. Nope, Jussie going to be able to make it back as well. Let's go ahead and introduce our rosters. It looks like we know how these lanes are going to settle down. On our Radiant side, we do have 4 Friends and Krilly. In the bottom lane, Medusa, going to be played by Strangby. He's going to be supported by Jussie on that Naga Siren. That does mean in the mid lane, going to be Blomberg playing on the puck. And for now, looks like in the top lane, well, we'll see where Boomski ends up. He is playing on the Chen, probably going to go down into the Radiant jungle, may try to jungle aggressively, but I highly doubt it here. Going to be supporting that bottom lane. And of course, in the off lane, Krilly himself, giving a shout out to Heisenberg. Again, the series finale of Breaking Bad tonight. Big shout out to Krilly for shouting out to the old Heisenberg there. I can't wait to see how the series ends myself, I have to admit. On the side of Rattlesnake, aka Team Kaipi, on our dire side in the off lane, gonna have Pylai Dai playing on the Clockwork. In the mid lane, gonna be Sing Sing, no doubt about that. He's gonna be playing on the Shadow Fiend here in this match. That means in the jungle it will be Bone 7, as we were talking about, a dedicated jungler Darkseer here. We'll see how he fares. Looks like Boomski is gonna be jungling offensively here. He is gonna bump right into the Darkseer, and well, gonna be able to throw an auto attack or so. This might not work out too well for Boomski. Gonna have to be a little bit careful here. Not gonna find the creeps he's looking for. Gonna grab himself an Alpha Wolf, as looks like he may head back to friendly territory again. We'll see where he ends up. For the rest of the Rattlesnake roster, though, Aoi 2000 going to be on the Bane. He's going to venture his way out of the lane and harass back the Chen. And, of course, in the top lane, Eternal Envy on the hard-farming Gyrocopter, being supported by that kind of pseudo-tri-lane in the top, with, of course, the Darkseer hard jungling. With that said, that will be enough for Boomski on the Chen to be forced back to the Radiant jungle. He's going to migrate his way through the mid lane, so of course there's going to be a big dichotomy in farm to start things off. Boomski's done almost nothing. He has absolutely zero experience here, and he did throw down a couple of wards. Looks like he's going to be able to block the pole camp, so that is good news. Did throw one down at the high ground here as well, but still going to be behind in experience compared to his jungling counterpart, who of course is Bone 7 on that Darkseer. Going to give a small experience and gold lead the way of Rattlesnake to start things off in this match. Not too significant, but not too often we see teams with dedicated junglers these days, folks. We are going to see both sides with a jungler apiece, and it seems just that flavor's gone kind of out of style a little bit. But that does mean we're going to have Medusa down here farming away right now, 5-1. In basically a solo lane. Pylai Dai is level 3 on that Clockwork, so he is off to a good start. 2 points in Battery Assault, 1 point in the Power Cogs, and oh my gosh, I am so sorry, folks. I was looking at abilities, and I glanced at chat for 1 second, and we missed the first blood. I'm not off to a great start here. Oh, Jesus. Got to practice that Ancient Apparition, right? We're going to see Darkseer get taken out for the first blood. Elder Titan going to be able to do it. Cruelly going to poke over with that Astral Spirit. Now, I was just going to mention Elder Titan as well. One of the great things about him in this off lane is he has that long-range ability to not only harass, but also absorb that damage to allow him to... So a little bit of last hit potential there. So he's now going to be 6-0, going to be able to grab that bit of bonus gold, and of course that will slow down the Darkseer in the jungle. That's going to be great news for 4FC, going to allow their jungler to get a little bit back on track here, as he did start off a bit behind. So that's it. I'm going to tunnel vision on this mini-map. Oh, I forgot to make my little icons in the mini-map big again. You guys got to remind me after this game. I got to put that in my my auto-config file, or whatever it's called. So that I can permanently make our little mini-map icons a lot bigger. I didn't do it permanently this morning. So down in the bottom lane, it looks like we could see Pylai Dai be under a little bit of assault here. Let's see what build Medusa goes for. A common build is to throw a couple of early points into that the attributes there, something we did see the last time we saw Medusa played. Part of the problem with that split shot, doesn't do much damage early on. That Mystic Snake, all you need to harass. They are going to harass back Pylai Dai. Jussie coming in, ready to throw the ensnare, but not going to be able to connect. Pylai Dai going to be able to put on a potion, and that'll be the end of it. Here in the top lane, the old Heisenberg himself may be in a little bit of trouble. Aoi 2000 going to poke out of the lane, will harass him back, but not going to be able to secure a kill by any means there. Gyrocopter going to press forward as well. Right now, Gyrocopter getting much better at the farm, though. He is 24-6 versus his kind of counterpart here, straying beyond the Medusa, who is 12-6 at the moment. So a huge difference in farm. Pylai Dai doing a fabulous job denying some farm. He is 8-4, so this kind of tri-lane for our Radiant side really not working so well, with Chen kind of behind, not getting the aggressive creeps he's looking for. No doubt going to have a Wild Wing Ripper right here. Not going to have much potential to pressure that lane. And Jussie, the level 2 Naga Siren, not going to be able to do too much either. I mean, he can come into the lane and harass and burn that mana pool, but he's trying to get some experience as well from the jungle. And, well, Clockwork just doing a fabulous job. Right now, Rattlesnake should be pulling ahead by a decent margin. Indeed, they are about 750 gold. Already a 1,500 experience lead. Some of that from the Darkseer having a great time in the jungle. He's actually in the well at the moment, but really more because of this carry farm difference. I mean, Eternal Envy is just getting much better farm than this Medusa right now down here in the bottom lane. Medusa, level 4, does have Boots of Speed, early Ring of Basilius to go with those 2 GG branches, and that early... Healing Soul. We did catch the tail end of Heisenberg getting taken out in the top lane there. Looks like he just didn't back out in time. We did see Bane come around the backside, and Eternal Envy going to be able to finish him off. He is now level 6, so that is going to further the farm difference here. Going to be great news for Rattlesnake, because we are all tied up 1-1 here at the 5-minute mark. All the way down in the bottom lane, Pylai Dai going to be in some trouble here. And this time the ensnare going to connect. He's going to try to make it away. Not going to be able to do it. It's going to be too much damage. The level 3 Mystic Snake now, Mystic Snake. I was trying if it was a Mystic or Mythic. The Mystic Snake going to come out and do enough damage. They're also going to drain a little bit of mana, so it does give Medusa a bit more of additional survivability, but that is good news. Now both hard carries going to be able to grab a bit of, bit of pick-me-up there. Gyrocopter still about 600 cold ahead of Medusa, though, at this stage in the game. Let's talk about this mid lane a little bit, and it looks like we see Sing Sing getting the better of the farm in the mid. As I mentioned, they picked Puck into the Shadow Fiend. Sing Sing now 35-8 against the 25-7 Puck right now, so there is a nice difference in favor of Sing Sing. Kind of what we would expect. Shadow Fiend is a little slow getting going, but against Puck, I mean, he just hits so much harder right now. He's hitting for about 120 in auto attack. He is level 7, 4 points in Shadow Raise, 3 points in Necromastery, so no big surprise about that build. But now Shadow Fiend going to have a good time in the mid lane, though he needs to be a little bit careful. We see a smoke being used. Naga going to come around the backside. Jussie going to go ahead and initiate with the ensnare. Now the Chen going to try to come in. He's going to Shadow Raise his way to victory, perhaps. Nope, not going to be enough. Shadow Fiend is going to fall. Going to be a nice easy kill. The Dream Coil going to come out as well. Bone 7 going to venture his way out of the jungle. Going to throw down a replica wall to try and finish off the Puck, but not going to have the damage. A great kill coming out for 4FC right there as they do finish off the Shadow Fiend. Uh-oh, down here in the bottom lane, Strangby going to be in a little bit of trouble. Pylai Dai would have been able to grab a kill if he had enough mana for that battery assault. He will catch the Medusa inside the cogs, probably just trying to burn that mana a little bit actually and push her out, but unfortunately not going to be able to make it happen. So now going to be 3-1. 4FC going to be able to pull ahead in this match here. Very nicely done. And let's take a look at the gold graph. Still trailing by about 750 gold or so. 1700 experience. Again, that Darkseer just farming a lot better than the Chen, but picking up those kills, especially on the Shadow Fiend, exactly what they need to do. Now up here in the top lane, Blomberg going to be on his way. Eternal Envy going to be in big trouble. Heisenberg going to come up to that tower. He is going to use the call down. Going to be able to survive for now. No one dead quite yet. Eternal Envy going to get chased down. Now that Boomski's up here, that's going to be the end of the Gyrocopter. Down he goes. Blomberg going to be able to survive with plenty of hit points to spare. There is a Bane up here hiding in the trees. Owie 2000. Uh-oh, he's going to get hit by the Illusory Orb. Puck not going to move to it. The Astral Spirit going to connect as well. And Owie 2000, he's going to get put to sleep. Yeah, that's going to be a free kill. Puck just going to come in. A Waning Rift to finish him off. That's now going to be 5-1 as Blomberg picks up a double kill. In the top lane, Rattlesnake, we're off to a great start, but now they're conceding deaths all over the map. The Gyrocopter and the Shadow Fiend, most importantly, have been taken out. Now Puck now going to be 3-0. Good news for them, to say the least. Also, with that, Medusa now going to have an opportunity to free farm a little bit, so we see some of those core items coming out. Boots being completed on both sides of the coin. Right now we see Bone 7 not able to go for that super fast Hand of Midas like he'd probably want. Is going to go for the Tranquil Boots, Soul Ring, and he does have the Stout Shield to go with that initial set of tangos. Now Bone 7 going to go down to the bottom lane. He's going to get hit by a Mystic Snake already. He's going to be forced to use that Healing Salve. Basically, going to be forced to use the Tango and his Tranquil Boots the second he gets back into the lane. So you see the damage that Medusa can put out early on. Gyrocopter still leading the way on the net worth chart, but not by much. Only a couple of creep kills here as Medusa has been able to make some recovery farm. Again, now with Blomberg grabbing those kills, he's going to pull ahead of Sing Sing in the mid lane by about 400 gold or so. Sing Sing 0-1-0 at the moment, I believe. Yes, indeed he is. And that Puck 3-0, going to give a big swing in favor of 4 Friends and Krilly. So we've got a game on our hand. Again, folks, to reiterate, Rattlesnake need this win. If they drop this game, there will be no tiebreaker. We'll know for sure who those top 4 teams are, and we'll know that Rattlesnake will be in that number 5 slot, that bittersweet ending that they are desperately trying to avoid. So, pardon me, I did glance at chat there for a moment. Again, I am slated to solo cast for this match, hopefully not deterring you too much. I do apologize for missing a couple of those early kills, trying to pay closer attention to that mini-map here. Oh, Pylai Dai, gonna miss a hook shot there, a close one, but gonna miss it nonetheless. Probably gonna keep Strangby alive. They are gonna press forward, though. It is gonna be Pylai Dai and Bone 7, the 2 off-lane heroes, the Clockwork as well as the Darkseer down in the bottom lane. Jussie on the Naga, gonna venture his way into the bottom lane, gonna throw an ensnare onto the level 7 Clockwork. No follow-up gonna come, and that's just gonna be a little harass as they do get pushed back. Boomski still level 5, not quite hitting that level 6 mark yet, about halfway there. Does have a Centaur at the moment. He is going to use that Wildling Ripper that he's got to take out this double stack, and that's going to be a nice bit of additional farm. So nice crafty plays with that Tornado. Now, it might be enough to get him level 6 as Jussie does leech a little bit of experience. Nope, not going to be quite. Going to fall about 100 experience short. We could see some things heat up in the bottom lane here. Again, Pylai Dai and Bone 7 getting a bit aggressive. Uh-oh, Pylai Dai going to get surged. There's the Song of the Siren. Those creeps were just enough to get Jussie level level 6. That's going to set it up. A port going to come in. Chen ready to use the stun. Puck now going to be here. Does have the Dream Coil. And oh no, Darkseer and Clockwork just going to melt. Going to be 2 free kills coming out for 4 Friends and Cruelly. That's now going to be 7-1. I was kind of joking around a little bit, but the difference in this game, it's like 95% that Rattlesnake should win according to the community. And now 4FC, they're going to level out the experience difference and they're going to take a gold lead 7-1 here at the 10-minute mark. Can you guys believe it? This is getting a little bit scary. Rattlesnake are teetering on the edge right here of perhaps not making it into the Starladder Season 7 Grand Finals. Again, you have to be in that top 4. They absolutely, without a doubt, need this match. This is their very last match of the 30-day round robin, and they will have no other opportunities to try and make it back. Following this, they're going to come back to this bottom lane now. Hookshot going to be used. Will connect with Boomski. Chen going to fall. Nothing he can do, and that's part of the problem with these 2 heroes right there. I saw why they were trying to be aggressive. Clockwork with the hookshot, the battery assault as well, with an ion shell on top of him. That is going to make for a nice easy kill as they do clean it up. Chen is going to fall. Now going to be 7-2 here at the 11-minute mark. Again, 4FC still holding on to their small lead here in the early stage of this match. Blomberg on the puck. He is level 9. He has returned to the mid lane to continue farming. He does have a double damage in the bottle right now. Power Treads, the Null Talisman, and the Magic Wand. Of course, going to be working towards that Blink Dagger. Does have about 1,400 gold in the bank. So going to be about 2/3 of the way there. That is great news for old Blomberg there on the puck. In the top lane, Crilly, aka Heisenberg, has had the opportunity to pick up a little bit of farm himself on the level chart. He has been solo. He is now level 8. That is great news for him. In that off lane, does have the Power Charge as well as his Soul Ring. And let's take a look. How is Eternal Envy doing on that Gyrocopter? All he has right now are the Tranquil Boots, Magic Wand, and Ring of Aquila. He is sitting, what level right now? Level 8, so he's been doing all right on that net worth chart. He is not number 1 any longer. At about 4.1k, Medusa has taken over as the leading farmer at 4.7, and Puck nipping at her heels, sitting at about 4.5k. So the mids are evened out, but those carries have a huge difference here as Medusa has found way more farming room than that Gyrocopter. Now Medusa's opening item is going to be the Power Treads to go with that Ring of Aquila and the Yasha, a couple of GG branches as well, but Strangby going to be in some trouble here. Pylai Die get a hook shot across the trees. Again, Bone 7 going to be with him, and Medusa going to be slated to fall. Not much she can do. Going to be able to get the ulti off. Is it going to be a reset? Going to be able to do it. Pylai Die going to get caught. The port's going to come in. Pylai Die going to fall. They're going to turn it. Now Bone 7 going to be caught in the Dream Coil. Is Puck going to be able to make it happen? Down he goes. That'll be a 2-0. The power of the reset, ladies and gentlemen. Medusa making that possible. I thought that was going to be an easy kill. She gets the Stone Gaze off, and they both fall. That off-lane duo, it's scary. They can do a lot of damage, but that's going to be the second time now the two of them have exchanged 2-0. But oh no, Sing Sing going to go up against Blomberg here. Blomberg going to be able to phase shift a little bit of that damage, but not going to be enough. Shadow Fiend going to grab a recovery kill. That will be a nice 600 gold bounty to end that unstoppable streak. So now going to be 9-3, still a 2-for-1 in favor of 4FC. While all that was happening, Shadow Fiend rotating to the bottom, going to open up an opportunity for Boomski to push that tier 1 tower down on the Chen. First tower of the match going to fall in favor of 4FC. So of course going to further their gold lead. This graph is all over the place, but I see that trend line. It's headed upwards. About 2,000 gold in favor of our Radiant side. That experience graph is completely zeroed out at the moment. Puck is out of control though. 6-1-1. A much needed kill to shut him down. Sing Sing getting that bonus gold is great news for Rattlesnake. He's now going to be a step closer to that BKB. Does have Power Treads, Ring of Aquila, Magic Wand, and an empty bottle at the moment, and he does have that Ogre Club in the bank, so that is definitely good news for him. Going to put that bottle back on the courier, and he will crow it around a bit more. So definitely a step in the right direction. Puck now, though, has the Blink Dagger, so it wasn't enough to stop him from getting that core item nice and quickly here. And interestingly enough, Rattlesnake with 2 Ring of Aquilas, one on the Shadow Fiend and one on the Gyrocopter. Of course, they don't stack. They are in opposite lanes. I guess you can assume that Eternal Envy won't really be grouping up in the near future, but still an interesting choice. Not too often you see a team grab 2 Aquilas. We will see a smoke here by 4FC, though. Boomski on the Chen, Blomberg on the Puck, and Crilly on that Elder Titan. Going to be headed towards that top lane, and they may bump into Pylai Die here. They're going to see him. Well, maybe they're not. There it is. Now they're going to get the eyes. He's going to burn the cogs. He's going to get put to sleep. Puck going to be able to illusory orb forward. Whoa! Going to be able to mitigate the hook shot there with a beautiful phase shift. Pylai Die in big trouble. The Dream Coil does come out. Bane going to get caught by it as well. He's going to put himself in a nightmare, but yeah, not going to be enough to save him. Down he goes. Elder Titan going to be able to finish him off. The illusory orb going to come out. So again, 4 friends and Crilly, 11-3, furthering their lead here at the 11.5-minute mark. They've got this early game timing. Luckily for Eternal Envy, he wasn't there to, well, feel the wrath of the pain here coming out from 4 friends and Crilly. but his farm is still hurting. About 5.2k. Medusa now at 6k. Shadow Fiend still farming away as well, and Eternal Envy will rotate his way to the mid lane. Again, 4FC going to be able to grab a tower kill, completely unchecked by RattleSnake. A 5v4 in the field, no way they could defend it, and they do opt to just sacrifice it. Down it goes, now going to be 2-0 in total tower count. Down in the bottom lane, we see the Darkseer as well as the Medusa going toe-to-toe. Darkseer trying to cut the lane to take out that tier 1 tower. Medusa going to be able to pressure him. Darkseer going to be forced to port back. So here at the 15-minute mark, 11-3 for Friends and Krilly, pressuring now this tier 2 in the top lane. A 3,000 gold lead set up for themselves. Going to take the experience lead again. Jussie now going to rotate his way up here on that Naga Siren. They will have those 2 resets, both of them off cooldown, and they are going to take out that tower. Shadow Fiend is going to deny it, so a little pick-me-up there from RattleSnake, but now the tower count going to go to 3-0, again in favor of 4 Friends and Krilly. At the moment, I wanted to see the cooldowns on Puck. When you check the Dream Coil, it is going to be coming up right now. Thought 4FC could maybe take a team fight right there, but they are just going to back out as RattleSnake continue to farm. They do have a little bit of a carry edge, I'd say, with that Shadow Fiend and the Gyrocopter against basically just the Medusa, so that is one good thing for RattleSnake. They'll have that late game on lockdown if they can get there, but they got to get through the mid game first, and 4FC are off to one hell of a good start here. Medusa going to solo pressure that tower down in the bottom lane, going to get caught by a Fiend's grip, and now the port's going to come in. I think this may be the end of the Medusa. Eternal Envy trying to make it happen. No! Naga Siren going to come in, going to be able to sing that sweet song. Now the homing missile going to come. I don't know if it'll be enough damage. It is going to connect that mana shield right there, enough to keep him alive. Beautiful reset from Jussie. Whoa, long range hook shot. Pylai Die wants to finish off that kill. Still not going to be able to get it. Heisenberg with the reset there, going to put everyone to sleep. The call down going to come. Again, going to be mitigated. Strangby still alive somehow. They're trying to dive. They're trying to find him. Support coming this way. It looks like Medusa's going to survive. Dream Coil going to come out. Eternal Envy going to be one hit from death. Down he goes. Clockwork fell as well. Now Bone 7 going to be in trouble. That's going to be a 2-0 in favor of 4FC. Elder Titan and Medusa both in red health. They're going to be able to survive. Medusa going to show himself just to tease Bone 7. It's going to be a 3-0. I can't believe it. RattleSnake in huge trouble right now. 14-3 at the 17-minute mark. 4 Friends and Krilly continuing their domination streak. The only saving grace, Sing Sing now taking over on the net worth chart. He was farming that whole time. Now has a BKB complete. I guess that's good news, but holy Toledo, folks. I can't believe it. The Medusa lived. She got behind that tower. I thought she was slated for death. Absolutely no way she should have been able to survive that, especially after the hook shot came in. The power of the mana shield, folks, helped to keep her alive. Let's look at this gold graph. 5,000 ahead for 4FC. They've taken a huge experience lead now as well. About 3,000 EXP here at the 17.5-minute mark. Whew, I'm shocked right now. Puck 1, Jesus, 9-1 and 2. That is absolutely huge, but RattleSnake just, they're throwing away what could have been a great Starladder Season 7 series. Again, if they lose this, they're not going to make it. There will be no tiebreaker, and 4FC will probably be known for the team with the biggest upset in Starladder Season 7. Right now, Power Rangers are holding the title when they upset Alliance, the first team to take out Alliance post-TI3, but 4FC, they're well on their way to an upset of their own here. Rares could be lost. Again, it's like 5% to 95 or something. Absolutely insane that they're able to do as well as they are right now. Now let's take a look in the inventories. Naga now going to have an ultimate orb to go with that Yasha, the power treads, and the Ring of Aquila, so that's great news. Going to be working towards a nice early Manta, going to get a little bit of additional survivability. Elder Titan following the same kind of path here, going to be able to grab an early Drum of Endurance to go with the power treads, Magic Stick, and Soul Ring, so that's going to give him a bit of additional survivability as well. We talked about Blomberg has had that blink on Puck for quite some while. It's how he's been able to rack up so many of these kills, but now going to have a nice early ultimate orb as well. No doubt can be working towards that early sheep stick, that standard Puck build. Boomski on the Chen, again, going to be working towards that mech. Does have the headdress complete already. We are going to see a team fight transpire down here in the bottom lane. Naga going to get engaged on, does not have the ulti, going to be down for another 15 seconds. The hook shot going to connect, and Naga going to survive. Chen going to send him home, so there you go. Already some of the effort from RattleSnake totally thwarted there. Now Boomski going to be in a little bit of trouble. Did burn his ulti already, and I think Chen may be slated to fall. It is going to be a bit of a 5v1. Going to try to micro his way through the trees, but not going to be able to make it happen. Now Blomberg going to come in, going to totally whiff the illusory orb, but is going to be able to throw down a nice Dream Coil there. Is going to be able to catch the Bane. Whoa, Nelly. That Naga going to come back to the fight. Is he going to buy back? Nope. He just came back to the fight to port in. Had the ulti. Unfortunately, got focused down before he was able to use it. So a bit of a misplay from 4FC right there. It is going to be a 2-for-1. They do lose that bottom tier 1 tower. That does take the total tower count now 3-1 in favor of 4FC still, but definitely not the exchange they were looking for right now. Obviously, Jussie was looking to port in and use that Song of the Siren to try and get the reset, but unfortunately, yeah, that did not work out out the way he was hoping for, as he did just get bursted down just about right away. With that, though, Chen going to be able to finish off the mech, so that is great news for him. Darkseer going to be close to grabbing the mech as well, does have the buckler, and has the remaining pieces in the bank, does have the mech recipe as well as the headdress, so that is great news for both teams. Gyrocopter now level 11, of course, Eternal Envy on the one in charge of the Gyrocopter there is working towards that. BKB does have the Ogre Club to go with that Helm of the Dominator and the Tranquil Boots, so his farm is looking okay, about 1,700 in the bank. No doubt going to be able to get that BKB before too long here, just about another 1,000 gold or so. Shadow Fiend, the one that's been farming away, though. Sing Sing been playing Shadow Fiend more like a hard carry in this game. He's been avoiding the team fights, not doing that kind of mid-game thing that Shadow Fiend is known for, but just farming away, and he is leading the way on the net worth chart, if I'm not mistaken. Indeed, he is at 9.9k. Oh no, he missed another kill down in the bottom lane. Elder Titan going to get taken out by the Darkseer. Not sure what he was thinking, all solo down there. Sorry, I was looking at Sing Sing, but he is now level 16. Did go Crystallis first after that BKB, so really Crystallis second, I guess. But this is going to be a little bit scary. Again, that carry advantage for RattleSnake going to come into play here. Both the Shadow Fiend and the Gyrocopter are going to get farmed undoubtedly, so I think 4FC would be well advised to continue putting the pressure on. They're slowly losing that lead they set up for themselves. Was as much as 5,000, now down to about 2,500. Small experience gap as well, so we see these peaks in the graph, and they need to be careful not to throw this lead away, and I think they would be well advised to stay aggressive, maybe allow that next round of core items to be completed. Medusa now has the Manta is put close to the Sheepstick. Oh, not that close. About 1,700 in the bank. Still doesn't have the Mystic Staff or the Void Stone yet, so might not want to wait that long, but I think they may be well advised to try and take a team fight here, especially while Eternal Envy and Sing Sing are in the jungle. Both of them just farming away on the dire side of the map. Right now, RattleSnake don't have as much farming room as they have heroes that need farm, and I think 4FC should really try and capitalize on that. The lack of mobility that RattleSnake have right now, given their two carries, are just desperately trying to farm up those core items. BKB still not complete on Gyrocopter, another item that he is gonna need to have a presence in these team fights that 4FC can try and use to their advantage. So, let's go ahead and take a look here. Looks like 4FC might indeed start to group up. All 5 of them are down here in the bottom lane. It is still 15-6 here at the 22-minute mark. RattleSnake going to be counter-pushing, though. They are going to take out the Tier 1 in the mid lane. Also going to have the Shadow Fiend pressuring that Tier 2 in the top lane, while 4FC pressure the Tier 1 down in the bottom lane. So, towers getting taken out all over the place, but I think 4FC going to be forced to trade a 1 for 2. They do take a Tier 1 for Tier 1, but Sing Sing still chopping away at that Tier 2 down here in the bottom. There is going to be a port by Medusa. Going to go ahead and port in with that split shot. Will clear out the creeps. It is just going to be a 1-for-1 tower exchange. Total tower count now going to be 4-3, so only a 1 tower lead for 4FC, and that is going to be their gold lead slowly slipping away. That looks like Mount Everest if I've ever seen it on that gold chart. Now going to be zeroed out at just about that 0-0 mark. The longer 4FC continue to do this and not take these team fights, the further ahead RattleSnake climb in this game. They've got the superior farmers with that Shadow Fiend as well as the Gyrocopter, and they got the carry potential. Now Strangby may be in a little bit of trouble here. They've got their sights set. That's going to be a nice hook shot to connect. Medusa going to be able to hop out of the cogs. How the hell did that happen? That was kind of weird. Going to be able to use the Manta. I guess that's exactly how it happened. Going to be able to Manta out of the cogs. Still kind of weird how she just hopped on the other side. They're going to be able to use the Naga ulti to reset it. Pylai Die going to get caught. That's going to be a 1-0. So there you go. Again, we see 4FC able to turn it around. The Manta working wonders there for Strangby as he hops outside of the cogs there, and 4FC come in with the cleanup. So poor Clockwork here. Pylai Die just been unable to get what he's looking for. I mean, he's had so many great hook shots here, but he seems to be the target of choice. He's been turned around on quite a few in this game, quite a few times in this game. 2, 6, and 2, by far the most deaths in this match. That is definitely rough to see on the Clockwork, their big initiator. 33% chance he'll be pushed out. Yep, absolutely makes sense. So, rolling the dice a little there. Medusa maybe getting a little stroke of luck. Probably would have been able to survive even if she was stuck in the cogs. But, yeah, should have known right away, of course. It's just jarring at first. Same thing with Chen. Every time I see a Chen and someone just disappears, I think, what the fuck? Oh, right, Test of Faith. It's so weird. I still contend to this day. I said it a year ago. I'm going to say it again now. I wish they would add a bigger graphic to that so you see more like, oh, right, Chen sent him back. He didn't just disappear off the map. You know, some other crazy stuff didn't happen. We will see 4FC smoke up here. RattleSnake are in the Roche pit. Obviously, 4FC are privy to it. They are going to press forward, going to initiate with that long-range Astral Spirit there. The fight going to continue. continue. First to fall is going to be the Chen. Shadow Fiend going to pick up 2 easy kills. Naga going to fall. Now the Puck going to fall. That's going to be a triple kill coming out of Rattlesnake. It looked like good initiation from 4FC, but I don't know what happened. The Shadow Fiend was just able to line up so many clutch Shadow raises right there. Medusa wasn't really with him either, and that is not what 4FC was looking for. That's going to hand Rattlesnake now a free Roshan kill. They're still in the pit, and of course he is going to fall. Really no way they can contest it with 3 dead. Shadow Fiend going to grab the Aegis, and now 4FC throwing their lead away, 16-9. Now things going to shift in favor of Rattlesnake for the first time in about 15 minutes or so in this match. They're going to grab a small gold lead, now up to about a 2,500 experience lead, and I think they are going to group up slowly but surely. Shadow Fiend taking over that net worth chart, now at about 14k, Medusa at about 10.8k, so Sing Sing slowly but surely once again becoming that scary carry indeed. He's going to go Daedalus first to follow that BKB, going to clear up that creep wave, and he is a force to be reckoned with. Already hitting hard, and he was scary in that team fight. Naga now going to be able to grab a point booster here to go with that Manta style, so we'll see what that transitions into. Probably going to be that Eye of Scatty. My best bet there. There is no Og Scepter for the Stone Gaze, so really no other item he could be going for here. I guess it could be a Bloodstone, but definitely going to be the Scatty, the kind of a core item on Medusa. Again, any item that gives to the intellect as well is going to be great for Medusa to buff up that mana shield. So the Eye of Scatty, particularly powerful. Also, I believe the slow does propagate to the split shots. No, maybe not. I know the crit doesn't. Maybe the slow doesn't. That one I'm not sure about. Chat, let me know. Is the Eye of Spaghetti there going to just a split shot Eye of Scatty? That's one of those mechanics questions I would ask Hippie about. Again, we haven't seen Medusa. I don't know. I haven't seen somebody try it yet, so time will tell. Only the main target. Okay, so it will split shot. The main target gets the Scatty buff, and the others are completely non-attack modifier. Makes perfect sense. Exactly how we would expect. Thank you, chat. That's why you guys are here. I do appreciate it. I'm not too prideful to admit I don't know everything, folks, and I do appreciate you guys keeping me on my toes. But all the while, we are going to see initiation here. Long-range hookshot going to be used on the Naga Siren. There is a Song of the Siren here. Medusa going to use the Stone Gauges to try and reset things. Again, Pylai Die going to get killed right away as the Split Earth, or Earth Splitter, comes out from the Elder Titan here. This engage going to continue. It is a 5v4 as Clockwork is down. A couple of cooldowns were burned. The big one, though, that Naga ulti still available. So we'll see what Rattlesnake wants to do here. Looks like they want to stay aggressive. Sing Sing does still have the Aegis in the inventory to go with that Daedalus and the BKB, so they could afford to be a little bit aggressive here. But all the while on the top lane, Puck as well as Chen pressuring this tier 3 tower very, very hard. They're going to go in. Aoi 2000, the only one defending. Aoi going to fall here. The Dream Coil going to come out. No way that he can survive. Or can he? Okay, I was going to say, Jesus, guys, please finish him off. That should be a free kill. Sing Sing going to port back here. It's still going to be a 2-for-0 across the map. And Sing Sing going to be a little bit low. Perhaps an opportunity to burn the Aegis. Nope, Darkseer going to make it back. But this tier 3 tower in the top lane going to take a lot of pressure. Blomberg says he wants it. He wants to try to finish off the Aegis. Sing Sing with 80 hit points to spare. Not going to happen. Blomberg with a noble effort, but alas, he will be thwarted as this tier 3 tower does survive with about 450 hit points. So a very back and forth game. Just when I think one side is starting to pick up that momentum and pull ahead, not going to happen. The other side finds a way to find a good exchange. So they get 2 free kills about the map. Now going to be 18-9 here at the 28-minute mark. 4FC, well, they're sort of not trailing by a lot. We see the gold graph dipping in favor of Rattlesnake, but again, coming back in favor of 4FC on both the gold and experience grass. Again, Puck 10, 2, and 4. Right now, the Shadow Fiend is 4, 1, and 1, and the Medusa 3, 0, and 5. So that is one thing that Rattlesnake need to be a little cautious of. Medusa has yet to fall, and at 3, 0, and 5, she could have an Eye of Scatty before too long here. About 3,200 gold in the bank with that point booster. She's actually getting damn close, and that is a huge item pickup. Not only will that give Medusa a lot of extra damage, that huge attack modifier, but going to give her a huge amount of survivability. Again, as I mentioned, any item that adds to that mana shield going to be a big item pickup, so kind of a threefold win for Medusa. Absolutely the reason that's one of the core items. I feel like such a dope for saying Bloodstone earlier. Oh man, so silly. We are going to see a Sheep Stick now picked up by Puck. That is going to be a Scythe of Vice, of course, to go with the Bottle, Blink Dagger, and Power Treads. 2 Sanjas on our Radiant side, both of which probably going to be Halberds. 1 on the Naga, the level 11 Naga Siren being played by Jussie, and Krilly going to be on that level 13 Elder Titan right now. Does have a Sanj of his own to go with that Drum of Endurance. Chen did pick up that mech quite some while ago and was able to grab a point booster as well. Don't see too many other core items popping in the inventories of our dire side. Shadow Fiend now going to be able to grab a Helmet of the Dominator, so he's going to have a bit of sustain as well. Rattlesnake going to take out that tier 2 tower, but Sing Sing could be in a little bit of trouble here. He's going to take a lot of damage. That's going to be the Dark Troll Summoner there to use that ensnare to finish him off. That'll be the end of the Aegis. So Sing Sing going to pop back up right into the Sheep Stick, and the ensnare to follow up. Sing Sing very well going to fall right here. He is going to try to get the BKB off. Oh no, Pylai Die could be in a little bit of trouble as well. A lot of damage coming out. No kills secured on either side. Shadow Fiend going to be the first to fall. Pylai Die going to go down shortly after. Now Bang going to go down. It's a 3-for-0 so far. Bone 7, one of the only ones left alive. We see Pink coming around the backside. It is Eternal Envy. Going to be able to finish off the Naga Siren. He's just going to port out. Bone 7 going to micro around this kind of plateau wannabe throne thing here. He's going to find a spot in the trees. He's going to port out as well. But still, a 1 for 3, and as well as the tower exchange for Friends and Krilly showing us what they've got. Still potential for an upside here. 21-10 as we cross that 30-minute mark. Wow, I mean, again, Rattlesnake just way too far forward. This Naga lady, she's not a Naga. Medusa, the Gorgon, she's going to be now 4-0-7. Puck now 12-2-5. They're continuing to get more and more scary here, and the more kills they feed that Medusa, the closer she's going to get to that Eye of Skadi. And is that it? There it is, Eye of Skadi. Oh, man, I hate saying that word. I hate it when people pick up that. I always want to say Eye of Skadi, and I know that's a weird way to pronounce it, so Skadi. Oh, man, this is going to be a good one indeed. So Bone 7 on that Darkseer, he's going to be able to grab himself a Shiva's Guard to go with that mech, a great item here. Going to add to that AoE presence, going to add the slow as well so they can try to lock down some of these kills. Again, 4FC with the double reset between the Naga and the Medusa has been some of what's been keeping them in this match. Actually, really the triple reset. We've seen Elder Titan as well, been able to use that Astral Spirit Echo Stomp combo, and that's been helping to reset these fights and allow them to get back into these engagements. It's just amazing to see 4FC holding their own in this match. Even if they lose, this has still been a fabulous match. It's so one-sided in terms of who's the favorite here. Rattlesnake are expected to win by pretty much every statistic you can pull out of the book, and 4FC still holding their own, and they're still taking cost-effective exchanges. They might not be getting the better of the static farm across the map with the Gyrocopter as well as the Shadow Fiend on the opposition. Again, they're going to need to stay aggressive here. They will get out-carried eventually, but they've still been doing a great job, and one of the things that's a little bit scary about Sing Sing being forced to just go that hard carry route on the Shadow Fiend is he's damn squishy. I mean, Daedalus into Helm of the Dominator doesn't give him a ton of survivability. Of course, he's got that BKB. That helps a lot. But in that last fight, we saw Sing Sing really didn't have a driving role. He got locked down way too hard, and now it's going to be even more difficult with that Eye of Skadi. So much slow coming out. Any other core items picked up? Nope, not quite yet. Shen now going to be level 11. That is definitely good news. The level 2 ulti, always big. No doubt going to be working towards that Og Scepter to lower the cooldown on that ulti as well, to give 4FC a bit more sustain in these team fights. Let's take a look at the level chart. Medusa and Shadow Fiend, the highest levels here by far. Shadow Fiend actually the highest level in the match right now at level 19, but Medusa is 18. Puck going to be 18 as well. So 4FC, do they have the experience advantage right now? Not by much, a very small one, but they have it where it counts. Their carries are definitely in good shape. Looks like we could see some initiation here. Pylai Die going to go, and he's going to connect with Blomberg as well as Critley, but he could be in trouble again. Pylai Die may be the first to fall. Darkseer going to have a nice vacuum, and to come to Shivas as well. Naga going to be the first to fall, but Clockwork going to fall shortly after. That's going to be one reset down for 4 Friends and Critley. Didn't get that Song of the Siren off, but here we go. Strangby doing a lot of damage. Sing Sing going to get caught by the Sheepstick. We see the Centaurs in the mix trying to stun and do what they can. Puck in a Waning Rift and blink away. It's going to be a 1-for-1, and it looks like both sides going to disengage, and that's where this fight's going to stop. Rattlesnake not quite going to have the DPS, and really the crowd control, the big problem right here with that Sheepstick on Puck. They can just lock down these hard carries, although Gyrocopter going to make a big item pickup here as well. He's going to grab the MKB. That's going to be huge. Going to give him a huge amount of damage output here, so that is good news. But I think Darkseer may have, if he'd been able to grab a Sheepstick there, that might have made things a little bit easier instead of that Shiva's Guard. We saw him use it there. It does help, but not one of those items that's really going to make it or break it in terms of securing those kills in most situations. Darkseer taking a lot of damage here. Puck going to commit to try and finish him off. Not going to be able to grab it. The Shiva's just going to get blown for good measure, trying to catch the puck. The hook shot does get blown by Pylai Die, does not connect with the puck. So it's still going to be 22-11 here at the 33-minute mark, and even exchange in the mid, and both sides just going to go back to farming. Shadow Fiend still leading the way as the #1 farmer in this match at that 16k mark, but Medusa nipping at his heels, sitting around 15k on the net worth chart. And of course, we do see Gyrocopters starting to catch up, and this is about that time when things are going to start to get more and more difficult for 4FC. They're going to start to feel the power power of getting out-carried just because RattleSnake have better late-game heroes. The MKB on the Gyrocopter and now Shadow Fiend working towards a Butterfly. That's going to be difficult. They don't have a great MKB carrier. I guess Medusa could grab it next. She could work quite nicely, but still going to be a little ways off of it. And Butterfly going to be a huge item pickup here for Sing Sing, no doubt. Now, one of the more interesting facets about this game is coming up soon here. Roshan going to be respawning. Just about 30 seconds or so. That nice little tooltip going to pop up for us, and that could be absolutely huge. We saw 4FC start to squander their lead a little bit before. When Roche respawned, they had a very poor contest, and hopefully history does not repeat itself. If they could grab the Aegis here, or even just contest the Roche kill and grab a couple of kills, that could be absolutely huge for 4FC. But we'll see. We'll see indeed. Roche coming up in 30 seconds, no doubt, going to become the focal point of this match. Again, on the KDA chart, Medusa still yet to be killed. 4-0-7. That's one of the things that's been so great for Strangby on that net worth chart. He does have another 2.6k gold in the bank. So if he wants to go for an MKB, he's going to have that option. Not going to be too far off of it in terms of farm. All 5 members of RattleSnake going to move into the Roche pit here. Oh, look at this crafty play. They know it's warded. They move into the Roche pit, and then they smoke out. They know exactly what's going on. They're going to try and set the trap. Unfortunately for them, though, the Astral Spirit going to scout it out, and 4FC going to know exactly what's going on. So RattleSnake will rotate their way down to the bottom lane. They probably know that something crafty is happening here, and how are 4FC going to react? This could be a big moment, folks. RattleSnake trying to be sneaky. They want to try to make something happy. The very sneaky DPS coming out as it may be. All 5 members of 4FC grouped up about the mid lane. They need to be careful. Looks like RattleSnake may try to come up behind them. They are going to rotate through the Radiant jungle, and they are going to press forward into that mid lane. Roche is up, no one in the pit. 4FC in the trees right outside of it, posturing around where that tier 1 tower on the dire side of the map would be. Still RattleSnake with 4 members in the jungle. Eternal Envy has rotated down to that bottom position, but we'll see. This could be a big fight as well. No buybacks available for RattleSnake right now except the Gyrocopter. There are still some available for 4FC, so that could be huge. 4FC just going to group up in the mid lane. They're going to force RattleSnake to split. Eternal Envy, he's going to be back in the base, and this could be a bit of a 5v4 engage before Eternal Envy makes it to the fight, as he is still in the base. Hookshot going to get thrown, not going to connect. Now Blomberg going to come in. He's going to initiate on Sing Sing. The Sheep Stick going to come out. The Earth Splitter going to be used. That'll be the end of Clockwork to start things off. Sing Sing going to be able to finish off the Requiem of Souls. He does have that BKB off, trying to do some damage. Going to try and finish off some Chen Creeps, but now Sing Sing going to be in big trouble. He's going to take a lot of damage. The BKB's off. Chen Creeps going to get cleared up as the call down comes down, but it's a 5v4 on the field right now. Still Clockwork, the only one to go down. Now Eternal Envy going to come in. He's got the BKB on, going to get caught in snare. He's going to get put to sleep as well. Naga Siren going to be able to finish off the Bane. It's going to be a 5 versus 3. Chen almost going down, is going to survive. Now the Naga ulti comes out. It's going to catch Sing Sing. They're going to use it just to finish off the Shadow Fiend. Sing Sing going to fall. Down he goes. Requiem of Souls going to come out, of course. Going to do a lot of AoE damage. Not going to be enough to secure a kill. A 5v2 on the field. What do we have in the way of buybacks right now? Gyrocopter has it. He's still alive. Darkseer doesn't have it. He's still alive as well. So it is a 5v3 right now as Clockwork does pop back up. What are 4FC going to do, though? I don't know that they'll have enough time to finish off the Roshan. They need to be a little bit careful here. Pylai Die going to hookshot forward. We'll connect with Krilly on the Elder Titan. Needs to be a little bit careful, though. Krilly could survive this and have follow-up. Nope, not going to happen. Eternal Envy going to come in. That'll finish him off. Going to be a nice counter kill. Now they're in hot pursuit of Blomberg. Puck going to be able to head for the hills. He's going to blink away. Will survive. Now 25-13. Still going to be a 3-for-2 exchange. 4FC holding on to their lead by a small margin. Well, really no lead, but holding on to their state in this game. Gold graph completely zeroed out. Experience graph at about 2.5k. So we still have a game on our folks' hands. Anyone's for the taking. Puck now 15, 2-6. Puck has been involved in 21 of the 25 kills for 4FC. We got to give a shout out to our man Blomberg here. He has been so active in this match. He has been all over the place and has just been doing a fabulous job. Now Roche is still up. Both sides have decided, I guess it's a bit too risky to go for that Roshan, and they are going to back out. Naga is going to scout it out for the Radiant side. Jussie going to use those mirror images, going to see there's no one in there, and they will feel safe going back to farming. There is absolutely no ward coverage around the Roshan pit for either side. We do see some creeps about here, but still no coverage. So both sides gambling a little bit here, hoping the other isn't going to move into the Roche pit. They do have some eyes on some of the heroes in the lanes, so that does help out a bit. Naga not going to go for the early MKB. Going to be able to I said Naga again. Medusa, the Gorgon. She's not a Naga. Going to be able to grab Boots of Travel now to go with the Eye of Scatty, as well as the Manta style. Another 3.8k gold in the bank, so Medusa very well may be looking to grab an MKB to try and counteract the count 'em two butterflies that will be coming out for RattleSnake. One in the inventory of the Gyrocopter and one in the inventory of the Shadow Fiend. Both of them now have their Eagle songs. Shadow Fiend with about 1.2k in the bank and Gyrocopter with 2k in the bank, so they're going to be very close to those dual butterflies that could be very huge if no MKB comes out for 4 friends and Krilly. We're going to see another big item pickup on the puck, going to be able to grab himself a Shiva's Guard to go with that Scythe of Ice, so I think a great item choice here. Better for 4FC than it is on RattleSnake. I still think a bit of a mistake for that Darkseer to go for the Shivas here instead of that Sheepstick first. I think the Sheepstick just would have helped out so much more with that initiation power. Maybe a nice Blink Sheep. So far the Shivas really hasn't been helping out too much, and it will help quite a bit with our Radiant side to synergize with that Eye of Scatty to try and shut down those carries of Team RattleSnake. So we'll see. Both sides going to be a bit more passive here. They will move back to their respective sides of the map. The Assault Cuirass now going to be a lot closer here for Krilly. He does have the recipe as well as the plate. I saw the recipe and got excited and thought he finished it, but he alas does not have it done. Does just have a casual Sange for now. Looks like not going to get the Halberd right away. Will most likely transition into it after the AC, but an Assault Cuirass, an absolutely huge item here. Going to help buff up the team against all that, well, right-click auto attack DPS Eternal Envy and Sing Sing can put out. Also, of course, going to help shut down those carries who do have a good bit of armor themselves. Just wow. Again, folks, 4FC hanging on to their wits about them here in this match. They are going to take a little bit of a vision advantage down here around the Roche Pit. Do they have a gem? Yes, they do. The Naga going to be the one with the gem. Still no gem picked up for RattleSnake, though they very well may opt to buy one before too long here. Again, both sides just going back and farming. It is 25-12 here at the 40.5-minute mark, and I'm not surprised to see both teams being more passive. This is that point where a bad team fight could follow up with the loss of Rax, or a Roshan kill very well could seal the deal for a victory for your opponent. So both sides going to be a bit more defensive here, just going to wait for their opponents to hopefully step too far forward and make that one fatal mistake. Important to note now, the Gorgon is now taken over as the leading farmer on that net worth chart. Not by much, just about 100 gold over that Shadow Fiend, but still a milestone for 4 friends in Krilly. Their hard carry, that Naga Styron, still yet to be taken out. 4-0-9 is in great shape, and her farm is just going to be out of control. This is where Split Shot really gets insane. A huge damage buff, and she can certainly hold her own against Gyrocopter in terms of AoE physical damage. We are going to see 4FC group up here. We did just see RattleSnake try and find an option. They did smoke up through that mid lane, didn't bump into anyone from 4FC, and they're now going to defend their last remaining tier 2 tower in the bottom lane. Tower count still in favor of 4FC at the moment. It is 5-4 as they do pressure this last remaining tier 2. Once again, the Glyph going to be burned by RattleSnake to try and save this tower. An interesting choice, as a bad team fight again could result in their Rax taking pressure, and with no Glyph they may not be able to defend, but they do want to buy themselves some time. They are going to pour it in. All 5 going to be here. Eternal Envy now going to have the butterfly. Sing Sing going to have his butterfly as well, and I think they would be well engaged, or pardon me, 4FC would be well advised not to fight until they grab that next round of core items. I was going to say until they grab that BKB, but no, the Gorgon going to go ahead and pick up an Eagle Song. So it's going to be 3 butterflies on this game on the field in this match, and the only person with an MKB is going to be that Gyrocopter. So interesting choice. I think Naga, although needs that survivability, would have much more benefited from that MKB coming up here, but alas, the butterfly going to work quite nicely as well. As someone else pointed out in chat right there, that Darkseer going to come in handy as this game continues. Once he grabs that Og Scepter, that's going to make that Naga Illusion do a hell of a lot of damage. But here we go, Roshan under attack. It's going to go down. Oh no, 4FC going to whiff it. They're going to try to engage with the Song of the Siren. Sing Sing is going to be able to finish off Roche, though. He does pick up that Aegis, and they're going to engage. The Split Earth going to be enough to finish off Clockwork before the fight even starts. Now Eternal Envy taking a lot of damage. He's going to try to stand his ground. This ain't Florida, son. Down he goes. Now Bone 7 in some trouble. Sing Sing doing as much damage as he can, but he is going to be in big trouble here. He's going to go down. The Glyph going to be burned. Bane, the only one left alive. He's going to fall again. 4FC going to completely scrape them up. They don't get the Roshan, but it doesn't matter. That bonus gold going to be completely wasted. A 4-0 exchange. A 5-0 if you count the Aegis. Oh my god. The Glyph is down for RattleSnake. What's the buyback? Quick, let's look at the chart. Darkseer, okay, he's got it. That's it. Nothing else. Now Medusa going to be able to right-click the butterfly. Gyrocopter going to be down for 50. Shadow Fiend going to be down for 60 seconds here. This is going to cost Rattlesnake racks. No way about it. The Darkseer are going to buy back, but it's still a 2v5 on the field right now. Clockwork going to be coming up in just a couple of seconds. Again, no glyph, not coming up anytime soon. The Darkseer are going to be able to do a nice bit of damage there with his Vacuum and Shiva's combo, but he is very likely going to fall right here. One more attack. He is going to get put to sleep with that Echo Stomp. They're just going to try to go in for that one last auto attack. Chen going to be able to test his faith, and he will fail. Straight to hell you go. Pylai die. Going to fall as well. Just Bane alive. This could be it, folks. 4FC. They could be doing the upset that no one thought possible. It was a troll game. A lot of us thought Rattlesnake would take the easy win. If Rattlesnake wins, we have that 4-way tie. If they lose, they'll be the 5th place team. That's it. And 4 Friends and Krilly looking like they might be able to seal the deal. They will clear out that mid lane of Rax, the top lane of Rax as well. Oh my gosh, Rattlesnake, they're in shambles right now. 31-12. The gold graph again going to swing way in favor of 4FC, as we'd imagine a 10,000 gold advantage. But 2 lanes of Rax down. 1 lane of Rax. Hey, that's not too bad. You can defend 2 full lanes. That's going to be rough. Rattlesnake now needs someone on defensive duty pretty much full time to stop their base from getting just obliterated. Oh my god. As Hippie says right there, it's almost like Elder Titan's a good hero. You're exactly right. This is one of the best Elder Titan displays we've seen yet from Krilly, from anyone that matter. He is 2-3-18. We've seen in many of these fights the Naga Siren ulti setup, followed by the Earth Splitter, and it just does crippling damage right there. We can't forget about that natural order, reducing all that armor. Absolutely huge in these team fights, especially considering the split shot of Medusa doing so much. Medusa still having a perfect game, yet to fall. 7-0-12 on the KDA chart. Absolutely fabulous play coming out from that Medusa. I mean, Strangby and Krilly both just having absolutely fabulous games here. And, wow, again, they're just on par for the upset. Really, the upset of this 120 games. 30 days, 4 games a day. That's 120 matches by my count. And 4FC very well may be able to take just the biggest upset we've seen here with this match. Item pickups that followed coming from that fight. 2 halberds now complete for 4 Friends and Krilly. 1 on the side of the Naga, 1 in the hands of the Elder Titan as well. We do see a Ghost Scepter now pick up from the Naga, so Naga going to be a little bit harder to take out. Medusa now just turning into a machine. Has the Butterfly, the Manta, and the Eye of Scatty to go there with the Boots of Travel. Of course, now going to have a Demon Edge, so going to be able to pick up that MKB and just a couple creep kills worth of gold coming up. They're going to be able to clear out this triple stacked Ancients, and that will be enough. May want to pull for buyback, though, before he right-clicks that big item, but Medusa is the force to be reckoned with. A couple creep kills from level 25, now taking over as the leading farmer, and I don't know, folks, maybe Medusa is Imba after all. I see some folks leaving this match, so like, it's over. Fuck it, I don't even need to see the end. My rares have been lost. I'm so angry, I'm going to rage quit the stream. No hard feelings about that, folks. A glyph going to be available for Rattlesnake as they start taking some damage here. Their tier 3 tower going to get knocked down to about half health as Medusa just chipping away at it. You chop that wood, you silly looking Gorgon. She's going to be able to get the tower down to about 3rd HP. Again, Rattlesnake now stuck completely in their base. They've lost map control. No wards down for either side, but they are in big trouble. Naga leading by 5,000 on the net worth chart, about 26k. Shadow Fiend at about 21k. And we'll see if they can make it happen. Going to glance at the gold graph now. 10,000 in favor of our Radiant side. 14,000 experience. And here we go. We're going to engage. The glyph is still available. This tier 3 tower not going to fall quite yet. It is going to be about 1 hit from death. The glyph going to be used. Rattlesnake up against the ropes here. This is it. This is their last ditch all in. Does Eternal Envy have a rapier? Because he needs it. That's like the one thing I'm looking for here. I mean, Rattlesnake is at that point. Their tier 3's down. They have exposed racks. No glyph available. I mean, 4FC could just try and bum rush the barracks at this point. In that very well may be a viable strategy, but here we go. Strangely going to go up the high ground. He's going to try to go toe-to-toe with Eternal Envy. Going to start poking away those last hits. Not going to be able to finish him off. Why did I say last hits? Those right-click auto attacks. Not going to be able to finish him off, but will soften him up. There's the engage from Blomberg. The Earth Splitter going to come out. Sing Sing going to be the first to fall. Chen going to fall shortly after. Both going to buy back right away. Gyrocaptor going to get taken out now. He's going to buy back. Bane going to fall. Bane going to buy back as well. Buyback's being used by everyone. That's going to be the end of the team fight. All 5 still alive, but 4FC coming out way ahead right there. The difference in buybacks buybacks is absolutely huge. 3 buybacks burned by our dire side, 4 buybacks at that, and, well, no, 3 I think, and 1 burned on our Radiant side. So, the fight does get cleaned up. It does end there. Rattlesnake will be able to hold. Their tier 4s take a bit of additional damage. They manage not to get mega creeped, but this is bad news bears, folks. 34-13. They had to burn everything they had to keep that alive. They now don't have a glyph. They've got very few buybacks left, and they are just in bad shape. Medusa now going to be able to head home, going to be able to right-click that MKB. There you go, good buddy. Another 2,000 gold in the bank. Going to have plenty for buyback, hopefully, coming up in this team fight. The 3 halberds now. Puck can be able to grab a halberd. They know they need to shut down these hard carries, and what better than a disarm? That Heaven's Halberd seems to be the name of the game in this match, as they've got 3 of them. Definitely the most valuable item they could be picking up at this state in the game. 4FC still not quite there, but they are continuing to be in great form. Rattlesnake still unable to grab any more core items following that team fight because, hey, all their extra bit of surplus gold there completely burned on buybacks. Right now, Bane, Darkseer, Gyrocopter, and Shadow Fiend all have buybacks on cooldown. Darkseer going to have his coming up in just a couple seconds here, but I don't think he's going to be able to farm that 1,300 gold he'll need to make it happen. That leaves the only one with buyback potential is the Clockwork, and again, he's going to be 600 gold short. This very well could be the last push of the game here for 4 Friends and Krilly. They're going to move into this bottom lane again. No glyph available. What can they do to make this happen? Rattlesnake, again, they want to go all in here. They are going to smoke up. They're going to come from behind. They did push out the top lane as well as that mid lane, and they may try and go for a surprise attack. Eternal Envy going to be forced to port back. The creep wave going to shove into the barracks. No glyph, no tower. They need to defend. Those barracks cannot take too much damage. They really don't have too much wiggle room here. Let's see what happens. Medusa just going to press forward. They will be able to take out that wave of creeps very, very easily here. 4FC playing this very cautiously, as they should be, recognizing that Rattlesnake still have a very strong roster. They need to be careful if they overcommit here. If they throw this team fight, this could be very, very bad. I don't know that Rattlesnake could continue to counter push, but still, they're playing this very cautiously. A nice wall of replica going to be used, going to throw out some illusions that will help counter the pushing efforts of 4FC, and it is going to make them back up for now. That illusion that comes out of the Naga is very scary indeed. Not surprised to see 4FC intimidate a little bit by that wall. Again, Naga continuing his perfect streak in this game. 9-0-13. Strangby is just a machine at this point. He's almost completely capped out. Ring of Aquila, Butterfly, Manta Style, Eye of Scatty, MKB, and the Boots of Travel. Medusa is just the force to be reckoned with. The third Roche going to be coming up in about 2 minutes, but I don't think they're going to wait for it. Absolutely no need to. They should press in now. Darkseer Ultimate still going to be on cooldown for another 60 seconds here. That wall is still up. Sorry, I thought it had despawned already. There it is. Now the wall going to go down, and that's probably what 4FC are waiting for. Shadow Fiend going to pick up a Mask of Madness, probably just burning that gold, knowing he doesn't have buyback. Mask of Madness on Gyrocopter as well. They know they need to make something happen. Medusa going to push in. The melee barracks taking a lot of damage already. We'll see the Rattlesnake folks come out. The Song of the Siren going to come. The BKB is going to be used. The back. Oh, no, the Split Earth. Oh, this is so bad. 3 heroes from Rattlesnake going to get scraped right away. It's GG. 4 Friends and Krilly managed to do it. I can't believe it, folks. I didn't think it was going to be possible, but they used that perfect ultimate setup. It's almost like Elder Titan and Naga are good heroes. Oh, my God, folks. They do it. They show us what Naga... Why did I say Naga? The Medusa, that's the one. I think she looks like a Naga. The Gorgon, oh my God. I'm so ecstatic I can't even keep the hero names straight. The Gorgon absolutely playing top-notch Dota right there. 4 Friends and Krilly. They are a force to be reckoned with. Unfortunately, they aren't going to make it into that top 4 for Starladder, but that's it. No tiebreaker going to come out. That's going to be it for Kaipi. They're going to be 10-5, and our top 4 teams will be Alliance, Quantic, Empire, and Na'Vi in that order, with a three-way tie for those 3rd, 2nd, and 4th slots. 4 Friends and Krilly sparing us from those additional matches and taking home, I think, the fans' favor after that matchup. I'm beyond ecstatic right now. Ecstatic.